In November 2021, Belgium ordered 9 CASESAR NG, new generation, self-propelled howitzers from the French group Nexter. But most experts had argued that this figure was too modest to restore real long-range artillery capabilities in the land component, an absolute necessity that the war in Ukraine unleashed by Russia highlights. Recently approved for the Belgian defense, the STAR plan for SE Acute CURITE Acute Hand Service, Technology, Ambition, Resilience or Security and Service, Technology, Ambition, Resilience, provides for an increase in resources dedicated to artillery for about €492 million, but does not specify the number of new systems to acquire. It is the updating of the Military Programming Law, LPM, which includes more than €10 billion of investments that have made it possible to see a little more clearly, writes the newspaper L'Echo. The Defense Commission of the Belgian Parliament approved this law on Tuesday, June 28. French Minister of Defense Sébastien Lecornu asked the CEO of Nexter to review his organization in order to be able to produce CASESARs much more quickly for the French army. Several copies of this combat-proven howitzer have already been offered to Ukraine for its fight against the Russian invader. The initial contract with Belgium includes communication and information systems (SIS), equipment and software necessary to integrate the artillery howitzer into an interconnected network, tools, documentation, and training material, such as ammunition programming, additional independent hardware, and software to control firing equipment, etc. The CASESAR NG is an improved variant of the previous version of the CASESAR, but uses the same 155mm 52 caliber cannon mounted on a 6x6 truck chassis produced by Arquus. The gun has a maximum firing range of 40 kilometers with standard ammunition. In February 2022, French company Nexter secured a contract to develop the CASESAR 6x6 new generation (NG) artillery system for the French army. The production of the CASESAR NG for the Belgian army will be carried out in parallel with the CASESAR NG produced for the French army to maintain interoperability and cooperation with the French and Belgian armies. The design of the new 6x6 CASESAR NG will have the same configuration as the previous versions, but features new improvements in terms of protection and mobility. The CASESAR NG is motorized with a new powerful engine developing 460 horsepower instead of 260 horsepower on the previous version. It will be also equipped with a new automatic transmission and a new chassis produced by the French company Arquus. The new improvements of the CASESAR NG also include a new firing control software, radio communication system Contact, as well as a communication jamming system Barrage, produced by the French company Thales. The armor of the CASESAR NG cabin has been increased to offer more protection against the firing of small arms and blasts of EADs, improvised explosive devices. The Belgian Army artillery forces will evolve into a long-range precision indirect fire support battery based on the CASESAR NG 6x6 155mm self-propelled howitzers and a short-range indirect fire support battery based on current LG 105mm towed howitzers, also manufactured by Nexter. In addition, the artillery units of the Belgian Army will be supported by radar operators, forward observers, and the necessary communication and network systems.